'Twas a yandere Christmas, and inside your house a cute girl is prowling on the hunt for a spouse. She lets out a giggle and gives a blank stare in the hopes that her darling she soon would ensnare. Her darling was nestled all snug in his bed, while visions of marriage danced inside her head. Her lover would fall for her yandere trap, and she sat and she stared as he took his long winter's nap. Her darling could sense that he was being watched. It seems her yandere plan was a little bit botched. Out of the bed he jumped in such a hurry, and it made his dear yandere begin to worry. She closed the door and ran down the hall, knowing getting caught would be her downfall. He ran after her, shouting for her to stop, as she headed out for the snow-covered rooftop. He caught up to her and asked who she was, and she told him she loved him because, more handsome than anyone, funny to boot, she had to be relentless in her pursuit. Now darling, now sweetie, now honey and lover, there's no need to escape, no need to take cover. From the roof of your house to the ends of the earth, I know it, I'll do it, I'll show you your worth. As the cold sank in and her confession was out, her darling could tell she was truly devout. He didn't know how to feel, didn't know what to think, but she was on him before he had a chance to blink. And then, with a giggle, she pulled a cloth out, and she covered it over his nose and his mouth. Just take a nice nap, she said with a smile, and her darling knew he'd be out for a while. He woke up in chains in a basement somewhere. He thought to himself that it just wasn't fair. His yandere came to him, happy as can be, and she said, won't you please marry me? His eyes, how they widened, his cheeks like an apple. He imagined her dolled up right there in a chapel, with a long white dress and a pretty thin veil. The church would be crowded and very large scale. A sparkle in her eyes at her love confession, she looked right at him and she asked him a question. Do you love me? She asked, and she wanted to know if he'd stay here forever or just try to go. He had no idea how to answer. His words trembled and shook. She waited impatiently, gave him a look. But as he looked closer, it became very clear. She was in love. There was nothing to fear. Hadn't he wanted this? Someone to love? Someone to care for who fits like a glove? He thought she was strange and a bit too direct, but he wasn't opposed to trying to connect. And on that cold Christmas Eve, looking her in the eye, he said, what the hell, I can give it a try. And he heard her exclaim, glad that he didn't fight, Merry Christmas to us, now let's have a fun night. Okay, hey guys, Nightmare here. So that was a short one, but I thought it would be fun to do a little parody of The Night Before Christmas, you know? So I hope I did a good job. Wrote it all myself, and I hope that you guys maybe had a little laugh about it, and maybe it even put you to sleep. I would like to take a moment to thank my lovely patrons. You guys really keep me going. Cool Kid 558, Jacob Marley, Jake C, Chef Boyardee, David Shepard Jr., Papa Sanser, Flaws, and I'm gonna get this wrong. Sorry. Wadehade Doodada. Okay, I'm sorry. That one was a little bit difficult for me. You know how I am with reading. Yeah, if you want to join my Patreon, where I post spicy continuations to things, you can get letters from me, and you can get ad-free listening and all that good stuff. You can subscribe. You don't have to. I don't expect you to, because I just love having you around. So if you want Also, you can do like a thrown gift or a tip, but again, I'm not expecting anything. I just know that some people like to get into the Christmas season, and you guys have been making me cry with your generosity. So, I am going to get going, and I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas if you celebrate. Bye. Mwah.